That's really what it is. Like, the Buffs were never all that good talent-wise, but Shedeur Sanders wasn't a good college quarterback. He was an elite college quarterback. Right. Elite college quarterback. Travis Hunter wasn't a good college wide receiver. He was a generational talent. Yeah. So Deion Sanders lost those generational players. Yep. And the problem is, if you're a program that rents players, there's nothing that you actually own. And so ultimately, when all those players that you've rented have departed, then you're stuck with the program of players that aren't talented enough necessarily to get the job done. And the quarterback position has been a complete cluster. Yep. I think they've played 4 different quarterbacks throughout the course of the season. So I think Deion's heart is in the right place. I think his intentions are in the right place. But the dilemma with the college as opposed to the NFL, you can't win overnight.
At the heart of the discussion is one brutal reality. Last year, they were a spectacle powered by 2 once-in-a-generation players, Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter. Shedeur wasn't just a good quarterback, he was elite. Calm under pressure, precise with his reads, and capable of making NFL-caliber throws. He elevated a roster that otherwise lacked depth. Travis Hunter? He wasn't just a great receiver, he was a phenomenon. A two-way star that reminded fans of an era long gone, someone who could change the outcome of a game on both offense and defense. But as the panel in Speakeasy pointed out, if you're a program that rents players, there's nothing you actually own. And when those rented stars move on, what are you left with?
This past weekend, Colorado and Deion Sanders lost yet another game, Prime. Moving down to 2-3. Prime had some choice words at the press conference as well. Wanted to go ahead and let you guys take a listen to this. Not choice words.
You know he's saved now. He's saved now.
It's more so, yeah. It's tough.
What do you say?
Yeah, we had 6 penalties. Is that the total?
There was one that was declined, I think.
Yeah, I think that's better than last year. I'm trying to find light, man, in a dark tunnel.
For Colorado, the answer has been exposed week after week. Instability, inconsistency, and a glaring lack of identity. Already seeing action this season.
The Buffs are a 5-win team this year, and I believe they were a 5-win team last year led by a megastar quarterback and a megastar wide receiver.
Wow.
Coach Prime, in his post-game presser, tried to keep it light. We had 6 penalties. I think it's better than last year. I'm trying to find light in a dark tunnel. But beneath the jokes lies a deeper truth. This is a program searching for its soul. Critics argue that Sanders is coaching in college the way he played in the NFL, like a mercenary, a hired gun. When he joined the San Francisco 49ers in 1994, he was the final piece of the puzzle, a superstar brought in to win now, and it worked. The Niners won the Super Bowl, and Prime was gone soon after. That win-now mentality doesn't translate as easily in college football. At BYU, players are older, developed within the system, and molded into cohesive units. At Georgia, Alabama, and Michigan, the depth is homegrown, layered year after year. Sanders has tried to skip that grind by using the transfer portal as a shortcut. The result is a roster built on patchwork. Flashes of brilliance, yes, but no foundation to withstand the storm. BYU wasn't just another loss. It was a mirror held up to Colorado. The Cougars represented everything Sanders' roster currently lacks: stability, maturity, and chemistry. Their players weren't just talented, they'd been molded within a program identity. Meanwhile, Colorado relied on raw talent and star power. When the stars left, the team became a shell of itself.
Let's not forget, Coach Prime wasn't even present for a large chunk of the offseason, sidelined for nearly 3 months. In his absence, the standards, the accountability, and the consistency all took a hit. For a program that's still finding its way, losing the head coach during that crucial period was devastating. Even though Prime brought in legends like Randy Moss, Terrell Owens, Marshall Faulk, and Warren Sapp as mentors and coaches, experience and wisdom don't matter if the roster doesn't have the backbone to carry it out. And so the question emerges, if Deion Sanders hasn't figured out how to build a stable program in 3 years, when will he? Here's where things get controversial. Sanders has leaned heavily on the transfer portal, not just to plug holes, but to build entire rosters. Top programs use the portal as a supplement. Need a defensive tackle? Find one. Missing a wide receiver? grab a transfer. But Colorado has tried to assemble its entire identity from mercenaries. And mercenaries don't fight for a cause. They fight for opportunity. That's not a winning formula in college football. It's a temporary fix, not a foundation. For fans, this isn't just about wins and losses. It's about belief. Coach Prime promised to change the game. He promised to flip the script. And in many ways he did. He brought more attention to Colorado football than anyone thought possible. He filled stadiums, drew record TV ratings, and put Boulder on the national map. But attention isn't the same thing as stability. Hype isn't the same thing as depth. And now, as the lights dim, Colorado is left with a painful truth. Without Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter, they're not special. College football is a sport built on tradition, identity, and the slow grind of development. But every once in a while, a lightning bolt hits the landscape, shaking up the system, rewriting expectations, and sparking a cultural storm. That lightning bolt, in recent years, has been none other than Deion Sanders, Coach Prime. From the moment he touched down in Boulder, he brought cameras, celebrities, and an energy that turned Colorado into the epicenter of college football conversation. But now, after a loss to BYU that drops the Buffaloes to 2-3, critics are asking the question nobody wanted to face. Was Colorado's rise under Coach Prime built on borrowed talent? And is it now collapsing without its generational stars?
Can Prime recover? Here's where the debate rages. Optimists say yes. Sanders is too magnetic, too powerful a recruiter to fail. He already proved he could bring a generational player like Travis Hunter to Jackson State and then to Boulder. If he doubles down on recruiting, builds depth, and establishes a culture, he could turn things around. Deion doesn't have the patience. He thrives on flash, speed, and instant results. College football, especially in the trenches, is about slow, methodical construction. Without adapting, Sanders risks becoming the coach who sparked headlines but failed to build a legacy. This moment is bigger than just Colorado. It's a referendum on the new era of college football itself. With NIL deals, the transfer portal, and unprecedented player mobility, programs can rise and fall faster than ever before. Deion Sanders was the face of that revolution. But revolutions come with risks. Without structure, discipline, and patience, even the brightest star can burn out. So, what's wrong with Coach Prime? Maybe nothing. Maybe everything. He brought the spotlight. He brought the excitement. He gave fans a reason to care about Colorado football again. But when you strip away the lights and the headlines, the truth is raw and simple. Colorado's success was built on two generational talents, and without them, the house of cards is wobbling. The question isn't whether Deion Sanders can coach, the question is whether he can build. Because in college football, mercenaries don't win dynasties, builders do. And right now, the jury's out on whether Coach Prime is a builder or just the brightest mercenary the sport has ever seen.